I got the horse right here, his name is Paul Revere. It's from a guy that says if the weather's clear. Kendall, Kendall, this guy says the horse Kendall. If he says the horse Kendall, 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 Kendall,
Valentine,
Kendall,
born in line.
this guy says the horse Kendall.
5 to 9.
If he says the horse Kendall,
This guy says the horse Kendall.
but Paul Revere I'll bite. I hate his foot's alright. Of course it all depends if it rained last night. Like
Valentine,
like
smart,
smart.
look fine. Besides
This
the
says
jockey,
means the horse likes smart.
We're just
If
a
that
minute
means the
boys
horse
that
likes
do the
smart.
feedbox noise. His
Like
great
smart.
grandfather
Like
was
smart.
excellent poised.
The Paul Revere, it runs no bum steer. It's from a handicap, but that's pretty sincere. Kendall,
says the horse
Kendall. This guy says the horse Kendall.
So look at this time, because the more you have, the guy got this dinner and it's how I ride. Every time
Valentine,
I got the horse right here.
Follow the bold and stray no more, stray no more, stray no more. Put down the bottle and we'll stay no more. Follow, follow before you take another swallow. Follow the bold and stray no more, stray no more, stray no more. Tear up your rope, protect and play no more. Follow, follow the fold to the meadows where the sun shines out of the darkness and the sin and shame in which you wallow. Follow the fold and stray no more, stray no more, stray no more. If you're a sinner and you're free no more, follow, follow the fold. Brothers and sisters, resist the devil and he will flee from you. That is what the Bible tells us. And that is why I am standing here today in the devil's own city, on the devil's own street, prepared to do battle with the forces of evil. Hear me, you gamblers, with your dice, your cards, your horses. Pause and think before it is too late. You are in great danger, and I am not speaking of the prison and the gallows, but of the greater punishment that awaits you. Repent before it is too late. We're just around the corner is Oliver Mission, where you are always welcome to seek refuge from this jungle of sin. Oh, come here and talk to me. Do not think of me as Sergeant Sarah Brown, but as Sarah Brown, your sister. Join me, brothers and sisters, in resisting the devil, and we can put him to flight forever. Remember, friends, that it's a Save a Soul mission located at 409 West 49th Street with a special prayer meeting on Thursday at...
Poor Miss Sarah. I wonder why such a refined doll's all mixed up in the mission dodge.
Oh, she is a beautiful doll, all right, with 100% eyes.
It is too bad that such a doll spends all her time being good. How can she make any money from that?
Perhaps she owns a piece of the mission.
Yeah.
Hey, Benny South
Harry the
Street.
horse, how are ya? You know, nicely, Johnson.
Yeah, how goes it?
Nicely, thank you.
Now, tell me, what about that Nathan Detroit? Has he got a place for his game yet?
We don't know yet.
The heat is on.
He is still looking for a place.
Well, tell him I'm loaded and looking for action. I just acquired 5,000 potatoes.
5,000 bucks?
Where did you acquire it?
I collected the reward on my father.
Everybody is looking for action. I wish Nathan finds a place, or else we are in so much trouble.
Why, Lieutenant Brannigan! Mr. South Street, it is Lieutenant Brannigan of the New York Police Department.
A pleasure.
And you guys see Nathan Detroit?
Which Nathan Detroit is that?
I mean the Nathan Detroit who's been running a floating crap game around here. He's been getting away with it by moving it to a different spot every night.
And why are you telling us this, Your Honor?
I am telling you this because I know you two bums work for Detroit, rustling up customers for his crap game.
We do?
Yeah!
Oh!
Well, you tell Nathan this for me. I know that right now he's running around trying to find a spot when no one's gonna give him a spot because they all know that Brannigan is breathing down their necks.
Hi, Nathan.
Fellas, I'm having a terrible trouble. Everybody's scared on account of that lousy Brannigan, and I can't seem to...
Oh, is something wrong, Mr. Detroit?
Oh, hello, Lieutenant. I hope you don't think I was talking about you. There are other lousy Brannigans.
You know, Nathan, I was just talking to your colleagues here about your crap game. I imagine you're having a lot of trouble finding a spot.
Well, the heat is on, as you must know from the fact that you now have to live on your salary.
Nathan, did you find a place for the game?
Did you find a place?
What does that cop want from me? What am I, a sex maniac? All I do is run a crap game for the convenience of those who want a little action, in return for which I take a small cut off the top. Is that a crime? Yeah.
Nathan, did you find a place?
Did I find a place? Yes, I found a place. We are gonna have the crap game at the Radio City Music Hall.
How are you gonna fix the ushers?
Oh, I tried all the regular places. The back of the cigar store, the funeral parlor.
Nathan, you said once there might be a chance at the Biltmore garage.
Well, I was over to the Biltmore garage, actually. Spoke to Joey Biltmore himself. He says he might take a chance and let me use the place if I give him $1,000.
$1,000?
In cash. He won't take my marker.
Your marker's no good, huh?
What do you mean? A marker ain't just a piece of paper that says, I owe you $1,000, signed Nathan Detroit. A marker is like a pledge on which a guy cannot welch on. It's like not saluting the flag. My marker is as good as gold. Only Joey Biltmore don't think so. It don't seem possible. Me without a livelihood? Why, I've been running this crap game ever since I was a juvenile delinquent.
Nathan, can't you do something?
What can I do? I'm broke. I couldn't even buy Adelaide a present today. And do you know what today is? It's our 14th anniversary.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah, we've been engaged for 14 years.
Nathan, you've got to concentrate on the game. The town is up to here with high players. The Greek's in town.
Brandy Bottle Bates!
Scranton Slim!
I know, I can make a fortune. But where can I have the game?
The Biltmore garage wants a grand.
But we ain't got a grand on hand.
And they've now got a lock on the door of the gym at Public School 84.
There's a stock room behind McCloskey's bar.
But Mrs. McCloskey ain't a good scout.
And things being how they are, the back of the police station is out.
So the Biltmore garage is a spot.
But the $1,000 we ain't got.
Why, it's good old reliable Nathan Detroit. If you're looking for action, he'll furnish the slot. Even when the heat is on, it's never too hot. Not for good old reliable Nathan, or it's always just a short walk to the oldest established permanent floating crap game in New York. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. And an awful lot of letters for the fella who can get us. If we only had a lousy little grand, we could be a millionaire. size of your bundle you want to increase. You will bring to keep a broken quiet and peace. The hideout provided by Nathan, and there are no lanes too strong. It's the oldest established permanent floating in New York. Where's the action? Where's the game? Gotta have the game or we'll die from shame. It's the oldest established permanent floating crab game in New York.
Gentlemen, do not worry. Nathan Detroit's crap game will float again. My boys will let you know where it is.
Okay, Nathan, say you know who else is looking for action. Sky Masterson. Sky Masterson's in town.
Sky Masterson? That there is the highest player of them all.
Higher than the Greek?
Higher than anybody. Why'd you think they call him Sky? That's how high he bets. I once saw him bet 5 G's on a cockroach. And another time he was sick, and he would not take penicillin on account of the fact that he had bet 10 C's that his temperature would go all the way to 104.
And did it?
Did it? It went to 106, he's so lucky. Good old Sky.
Maybe you can borrow the 1,000 from Sky.
No, not from Sky. With him, that kind of money ain't borrowing money. It's betting money. So why don't I bet him something? Why don't I bet Sky Masterson $1,000 on something?
You would bet with Sky Masterson?
Well, I ain't afraid. I am perfectly willing to take the risk. Providing I can find a bet on which there is no chance of losing. He likes crazy bets, like which lump of sugar will a fly land on, or how far can you kick a piece of cheesecake? Cheesecake! That's it. Look, run into Mindy's and ask how many pieces of cheesecake they sold yesterday, and also how many pieces of strudel.
How much cheesecake? How much strudel? What do you want to know for?
Just find out. Now beat it. Here comes Adelaide. If she finds out I am running the crap game, she will never set foot on me again.
Hello, Nathan!
Adelaide, pigeon.
You go ahead, girls. Order me a tuna fish on rye with a chocolate sundae with tomato ketchup and mayonnaise. Okay, Adelaide. We gotta get back to the hot box.
You're still rehearsing?
Yeah, that slave driver Charlie's been working us all day. Finally, I says to him, look, Charlie, I'm starving. I gotta go out and get something to eat. And he says, you don't want to get something to eat. You just want to sneak out and meet that cheap bum Nathan Detroit.
So what do you say to him?
I told him, I says, I'll meet whoever I want.
Well, don't upset yourself. How's your cold?
Oh, it's much better, thank you. Nathan, happy anniversary.
A present? For me?
I hope you like it.
A belt.
Read the card.
Sugar is sweet, and so is jelly. So put this belt around your belly. Oh, that's so sweet. Look, Adelaide, about your present. I was gonna get you a diamond wristwatch with a gold band and 2 rubies on the side.
Oh, Nathan, you shouldn't have.
It's all right. I didn't. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I kind of like it when you forget to give me presents. It makes me feel like we're married.
Don't you worry, honey. One of these days, I'll be in the money. And then you'll have more mink than a mink.
Nathan, I don't need anything, just so long as you don't start running that crap game again.
The crap game? What an absurd thought.
1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
Huh?
Yesterday, Mindy sold 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
More strudel than cheesecake? That's great.
Nathan, what's going on?
Oh, nothing, honey.
Hey, any news yet?
Not yet, Harry. I'll let you know.
Nathan, what's going on?
His wife's having a baby.
What's it got to do with you?
Well, he's nervous. It's his first wife. Look, Adelaide, I'm expecting a fellow, and I know you're hungry.
Nathan, are you trying to get rid of me?
No, I just don't want your sandwich to get soggy. Fellas, take Adelaide to the drugstore. You see Adelaide? It's across the street. and you've got a cold, and there are a lot of open manholes around.
Oh, yeah. Nathan, you're just so thoughtful. You're just the sweetest person. Goodbye.
Hey, Masterson, glad to see you, Sky.
Nathan, you all promoted you?
How are you, Sky? You look great.
Feel great, Nathan. 2 wonderful weeks out west in Nevada. Great place, beautiful scenery, healthful climate, and I beat him for 50 G's at blackjack.
50 G's. You gonna be in town long?
No, I'm flying out to Havana tomorrow.
Havana?
There's a lot of action down there. You want to come with me?
No, I got things to do. Meantime, how about popping in a Mindy's for a piece of cheesecake? They sell a lot of cheesecake.
Oh, I'm not hungry. But tell me, how's Adelaide?
Oh, fine, still dancing at the Hot Box.
I assume one of these days you two will be getting married?
Well, we all gotta go sometime.
Nathan, we can fight it. Guys like us, Nathan, we gotta remember that pleasant as a doll's company may be, she must always take second place to aces back to back.
Yeah. Tell me, you hungry yet? Maybe we could, pop in a Mindy's for a piece of cheesecake or strudel or something.
I think I'll go get the late results.
But you will admit that Mindy does the greatest cheesecake in the country.
Sure, I'm quite partial to Mindy's cheesecake.
Who ain't? And yet, there are some people who like Mindy's strudel. Offhand, which do you reckon he sells more of? The cheesecake or the strudel?
Well, I never gave it much thought. But I guess if everybody is like I am, Mindy sells much more cheesecake than strudel.
But how much?
Huh?
For how much?
Why, Nathan, I never knew you to be a betting man. You always take your percentage off the top.
Well, I thought for old time's sake, I would give you a little action. I will bet you $1,000 that yesterday Mindy sold more strudel than cheesecake.
Nathan, let me tell you a story. When I was a young man about to go out into the world, my daddy says to me a very valuable thing. He says to me like this, "Son," the old guy says, "I'm sorry that I'm not able to bankroll you to a very large start, but not having any potatoes to give you, I'm going to stake you to a very valuable piece of advice. Well, one of these days in your travels, a guy is going to come to you with a brand new deck of cards on which the seal is not yet broken. And this guy is going to offer to bet you that he can make the jack of spades jump out of this deck and squirt cider in your ear. But son, do not bet this man. For sure as you stand there, you're going to wind up with an earful of cider. Now, Nathan, I do not claim that you have been clocking Mindy's cheesecake.
You don't think that...
However, if you're really looking for some action, I will bet you the same 1,000 that you do not know the color of the necktie you have on. Well?
No bet. Blue, what a crazy color.
Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore.
Don't bother me.
Hiya, Sky.
How's it with you fellas?
Not bad.
Nicely. Yesterday, we took Adelaide to the drugstore, and she told us to tell you to pick her up after the show at the Hot Box, and don't be late.
Yes, dear. Yes,
dear. Nathan, that is husband talk if I ever heard it. You are trapped. In Adelaide, you have the kind of doll that is most difficult to unload.
Well, I don't want to unload Adelaide. I love her. And besides, a guy without a doll? Well, if a guy did not have a doll, then who would holler at him?
Nathan,
a doll is a necessity.
I'm not putting the rap on dolls. I'm simply saying that a guy should have them around when he wants them, and when they're easy to find.
Well, not dolls like Adelaide.
Nathan, figure in weight for age, all dolls are the same.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Then how come you ain't got a doll? How come you're going to Havana alone without one?
I like to travel light. And besides, if I did wish to take a doll to Havana, well, there is a large assortment available.
Not real high-class dolls.
Any doll. You name her.
Any doll? And I name her? Will you bet on that? Will you bet $1,000 that if I name a doll, you can take her to Havana tomorrow?
You got a bet.
I name her.
Her. Cider.
Someday I'm gonna take a pickaxe and rip up Broadway from end to end.
They do that every day.
Do you take sinners here?
Indeed we do. Sarah.
How do you do?
My name is Abernathy. Arvide Abernathy.
Sky Masterson.
What's wrong?
Where's the trouble?
My heart is heavy with sin.
You poor man.
I have wasted my life in gambling and evil betting. And only now I am realizing the terrible things that betting can lead to.
Agatha, coffee.
Didn't I see you a little while ago on Broadway?
Probably. I've been wandering around trying to get up the courage to come here.
And you're willing to give up gambling?
Gladly. I would never become a gambler in the first place if I had not fallen in with evil companions who were always offering me sucker bets.
Here, young man.
Thank you. It makes me feel good just to talk to you people.
Well, you just go right on talking to Sister Sarah here and you'll be all right. I'm glad you found us.
Like the Bible says, seek and ye shall find.
Very good. I wish we could reach more sinners like you, out every day trying.
You might want to try the nighttime.
How's that?
Well, as a former sinner, I happen to know that the best time to find sinners is between midnight and dawn. You might even want to try having an all-night session against the devil.
A very good suggestion indeed. Thank you, Brother Masterson.
You're welcome.
Coffee is so good, I can't understand why it isn't a sin.
Fine old gentleman. I suppose he sort of looks after you?
We look after each other.
I suppose if either one of you goes someplace, the other goes along?
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Here are two of our pamphlets I'd like you to read. They will give you a good deal of comfort.
Thank you.
And we're holding a midnight prayer meeting on Thursday, which I'm sure you wish to attend.
I'm sure. Sister Sarah, I hope you will not think I'm getting out of line, but I think it is wonderful to see a pretty doll, a nice-looking lady like you, sacrificing herself for the sake of others, staying here in this place. Do you ever get any place else? A travel or something?
I would like to go to Africa.
Well, that's a little far. There are a lot of wonderful places just a few hours from New York by plane. Ever been in a plane?
No.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Well, here's another pamphlet I'd like you to read.
Thank you. Of course, I will need a lot of personal help from you. My heart is as black as 2 feet down a wolf's gullet.
I'll be speaking at the Thursday prayer meeting.
I need private lessons. Why don't we have dinner or something?
I think not, Mr. Masterson.
Sorry, just blossoming under the warmth of your kindness. Hey, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
That's not Proverbs, it's Isaiah.
It's Proverbs.
Sorry, no peace unto the wicked. Isaiah chapter 57, verse 22. Isaiah?
Isaiah.
There are 2 things that have been in every hotel room in this country. Sky Masterson and the Gideon Bible. I must have read the good book 10, 12 times.
You've read the Bible 12 times?
What's wrong with the Bible? And besides, in my profession, the strangest information often comes in handy. I once won 5 G's on a parlay. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Tell me, Mr. Masterson, why are you here?
I told you, I'm a sinner.
You're lying.
Lying's a sin. Look, I'm a big sinner. If you get me, it's 8 to 5, the others will follow. And you need sinners, don't you?
We're managing.
Let's be honest. This mission is laying an egg. Well, why don't you let me help you? I bet I can fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
I'll make you a proposition. When is this big meeting of yours? Thursday? I will bet I can fill that meeting with sinners. 12 genuine sinners. I will also guarantee that they will sit still and listen to you.
And what's my end of the bargain?
Have dinner with me.
Why'd you want to have dinner with me?
I'm hungry. Here.
What's this?
Sky Masterson's marker for 12 sinners. You don't think it's good? Ask anybody in town. I owe you 12 sinners. I'll pick you up at noon tomorrow for dinner.
At noon?
Well, it'll take us some time to get there.
To get where?
To my favorite restaurant.
And where's that?
El Cafe Cubana, Havana.
El Cafe Cubana, Havana?
What do you want to eat? Howard Johnson's?
Havana?
Sure. The plane will get us there in 5 hours and back the same night. And the food is great.
I now realize, Mr. Gambler, when you were describing the blackness of your heart, You did not do yourself justice.
And I now realize, Sister Sarah, that no matter how beautiful a sergeant is, she's still a sergeant.
Please go away.
Why don't you change a pitch, Sarge? Everyone is welcome at the mission, except guys. I hate guys.
Well, I don't hate anybody.
Except me. I am glad to know that it's just me personally and not all guys in general. It's nice to think that somewhere in the world there is a guy that might appeal to the sergeant. I wonder what this guy will be like.
He will not be a gambler.
I am not interested in what he will not be. I am interested in what he will be.
Don't worry, I'll know. For I've imagined every bit of him, from his strong moral fiber to the wisdom in his head, to the homey aroma of his pipe.
You have wished yourself a Scarsdale Galahad, the breakfast-eating Brooks Brothers type.
Yes, and I shall meet him when the time is ripe.
You got the guy all figured out, huh?
Yes, I have.
All figured out. Even when he smokes.
All figured out. When my love comes along, I won't take a chance. For he'll be just what I need, not some fly-by-night Broadway romance.
And you'll know at a glance by the two pair of pants.
By that calm, steady voice, those feet on the ground. As I run to his arms, that at last I've come home safe and sound. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be strong. For when my love comes along.
Oh, no. This is love you're talking about. You can't dope it like that. What do you pick it, a guy or a horse?
I wouldn't expect a gambler to understand.
Would you like to know what a gambler thinks about the big heartthrob?
No.
Well, I'll tell you. Mine will come as a surprise to me. Mine I leave to chance and chemistry.
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. Suddenly I'll know when my love comes in. I'll know that I'm there. I'll know at the sight of their face how I care, how I care, how I care. And I'll stop and I'll stare and I'll know long before we can speak. I'll know in my heart. I'll know and I won't dare ask. Am I right? Am I wise? Am I smart? But I'll stop and I'll stare at that face in the throng. Yes, I'll know when my love comes along. When my love comes along. I'll come back later in case you want to take a crack at the other cheek.
Take a chance. My love will be just what I need. Not to fly by night Broadway romance. Until then, I
Hello, is this the Biltmore garage? Let me speak to Joey Biltmore.
Who's this?
Nathan Detroit.
This is Joey. What do you want?
Listen, Joey, I'm calling about the, you know.
The what?
The crap game.
The what?
The crap game.
Hold on a minute, I got a customer.
Hurry it up, will ya?
That'll be $8. What'd you say, Nathan?
The crap
Don't say that on the phone. Suppose the cops are listening.
Oh, I'm sorry. The dice game. Listen, Joey, is it all right if I use your place tomorrow night?
If I get $1,000,
You'll have it tomorrow.
then call me tomorrow.
Listen, Joey, if you're gonna take that attitude with me, I'll have the game someplace else.
Then have it someplace else.
Where else can I have it? Listen, Joey, the dough is guaranteed. Would I lie to you?
Yes.
Well, I'm getting it from Sky Masterson.
How do you know?
Well, it's a bet I can't lose. I bet him he could not take a doll to Havana.
Why couldn't he?
She ain't the kind of doll that goes to Havana.
Where does she go?
She don't go no place. That's how I know I'm gonna win.
Don't be so sure, ain't a horse is a doll.
But Joey...
Nathan, there'll be no crap game here tomorrow unless I get my dough in advance.
Joey, you known me a long time.
That's why I won it in advance.
Listen, Joey, I can't talk no more. I gotta go meet Adelaide at the hot box. Can I at least tell the guys that the game is gonna be at your place tomorrow night?
Not till I get the dough.
Okay, you'll get it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I hope you get stabbed by a Studebaker.
And now for the grand finale of Around the World Review, we take you down to the farm with our star, Miss Adelaide and the Hot Box Farmerette.
a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck, hug around the neck, and a barrel and a heap, a barrel and a heap, and I'm talking in my sleep about you. About you! Oh, about you! I'm sleeping, I'm sleeping. 'Cause I love you, a bushel and a peck, you bet your pretty neck I do. Doodle-oodle-oo-doo, doodle-oodle-oo-doo, doodle-oodle-oo-doo-doo. Doodle-oodle-oo-doo, doodle-oodle-oo-doo, doodle-oodle-oo-doo. I love you, a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, though it beats me all to heck, beats me all to heck. I will ever tend the farm, ever tend the farm when I want to keep my arms about you. About you! About you! 'Cause I love you, a bushel and a peck. You bet your pretty neck I do. Doodle-doodle-doo, doodle-doodle-doo, doodle-doodle-doo. Goodbye now.
I love you, a bushel and a peck, that lousy Joey Biltmore.
Oh, Nathan.
Hello, pie face.
How are you, handsome?
I'm fine. What you got there?
Oh, a book.
A book? You're always reading books nowadays. You're becoming a regular bookie.
Oh, Nathan, this book is very interesting. The doctor gave it to me when I went to go see him about my cold.
How is your cold?
Oh, it's the same. So the doctor asked me how long I had it, and I said a very long time. And I thought it was a count of me dancing with not many clothes on, which is what I usually wear. But then he said to me it might be due to something called psychology.
You haven't got that, have you?
Oh, no, Nathan. Psychology is the thing that tells you why girls do certain kinds of things.
Oh. It wouldn't tell you, what kind of a doll would go for a certain kind of a guy that you wouldn't think she would do so?
What do you mean?
For instance, there are some dolls you could almost bet they wouldn't go for certain guys.
Nathan, no matter how terrible a fellow seems, you can never be sure that a girl wouldn't go for him. Take us.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nathan, starting next week, I'm going to be getting a pay rise, and, well, with what I'll be making, I was wondering if we could finally get married?
Well, of course, we're going to, sooner or later.
Well, I know, Nathan, but I'm starting to worry about Mother.
Your mother? What about your mother?
Oh, well, my mother, back in Rhode Island, well, she thinks we're married already.
Why would she think a thing like that?
Well, because I wrote it to her. A person couldn't be engaged for 14 years, could they? They don't do that in Rhode Island. They all get married.
And why is it such a small state?
Anyway, Nathan, I wrote her I was married.
You did, huh?
Uh-huh. And then, after about 2 years...
What? After about 2 years?
Oh, we had a baby.
You told your mother we had a baby?
I had to, Nathan. Mother wouldn't have understood if we hadn't.
What type baby?
Oh, it was a boy. I named it after you, Nathan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And where is Nathan Jr. supposed to be now?
Oh, he's in boarding school. I wrote to Mother he won the football game last Saturday.
I wish I had a bet on it.
And, Nathan? That's not all, Nathan.
Don't tell me he has a little sister.
All these years, Nathan, Mother believed in big families.
Just give me the grand total.
5.
Your mother must be a glutton for punishment.
Anyway, Nathan, now we're finally getting married and we won't have to lie anymore.
Adelaide, how could you do such a thing? And to a nice old broad like your mother.
Nathan, you don't even know my mother.
But I'll be meeting her soon. And what'll I tell her, Adelaide? What will I tell her I did with the 5 kids? Traded them to the Phillies or something? What are we gonna do?
We could get married.
But marriage ain't something you just jump into like it was a kettle of fish. We ain't ready.
I'm ready, Nathan. What do you think I got in this box? Nathan, what do you think I got in this box?
Sally's wedding shop. I can't guess.
Oh, it's a wedding veil. I've had it for 3 years. I won't show it to you because it's bad luck. Would you like to see it?
It's bad luck.
Oh, Yeah, anyway, Nathan, I got the veil. All we need now is a license and blood test.
A what?
A blood test. It's the law.
What a city. First they closed my crap game, and now they open my veins.
Nathan, you're not planning on running that crap game again, are you?
Adelaide, how could you think such a thing? Why'd you think I shut down the crap game in the first place? It's because I love you and I want us to be the happiest married couple that there is in the world.
Anybody seen an earring out here?
I don't think so.
You. I was all dated up tomorrow with Society Max, and he counted on your dopey crap game. Honest, Adelaide, I pity you. Oh, here it is.
Look at me, Adelaide. I'm down on my knees.
Oh, get up. It reminds me of your crap game.
Adelaide, don't upset yourself. Look, we're gonna be all right. After all, we love each other and we're gonna get married.
I don't believe you anymore.
But it's true. You'll feel better tomorrow. Now cheer up. Let's see that old smile. That's my girl.
It says here, the average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustration may react with psychosomatic symptoms difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, just from waiting around for that plain little band of gold, a person can develop a cold. You can spray her wherever you figure the streptococcus look. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tired of getting the fisheye from the hotel clerk, a person can develop a cold. It says here, the female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows a neurotic tendency. See no. Chronic organic syndromes, toxic or hypertense, involving the eye, the ear, the nose, and the throat. In other words, just from worrying whether the wedding is on or off, a person can develop a cough. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A and the bromo fizz, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trouble is. If she's getting a kind of a name for herself and the name ain't his, well, a person can develop a cough. And furthermore, just from stalling and stalling and stalling the wedding trip, well, a person can develop the grip. When they get on the train for Niagara and she can hear church bells chime, the compartment is air conditioned and the moon sublime. Then they get off at Saratoga for the 14th time, while a person can develop la grippe, la post-nasal drip, with the wheezes and the sneezes and a sinus that's really a pip. From a lack of community property and a feeling she's getting too old, a person can develop a bad cold.
Precisely. What are you looking at?
Sky was just following Miss Sarah, and you should have seen her. She gave me a look that would have cooled off a moose at mating time.
Great. Just so he doesn't take her to Havana.
Havana? He couldn't take the doll to New Rochelle. Anyway, where's Nathan? He ought to start lining up the crap game.
I don't know. I suppose he's with Adelaide. She's mad at him again.
That Miss Adelaide, always taking his mind off honest work.
I know. It is too bad that a smart businessman like Nathan has to go and fall in love with his own fiancée.
Oi, Benny. That is his weakness. But we should be tolerant, because I am told it is a worldwide weakness. Look! What's playing at the Roxy? I'll tell you what's playing at the Roxy. A picture about a Minnesota man so in love with Mississippi girl. He sacrifices everything and moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's playing at the Roxy.
What's in the Daily News? I'll tell you what's in the Daily News. Story about a guy who bought his wife a small ruby with what otherwise would have been his union dues. That's what's in the Daily News.
What's happening all over? I'll tell you what's happening all over. Guy sitting in front of a television set who used to be something of a rover.
That's what's happening all over. Love is the thing that has licked him, and it looks like Nathan's just another victim. Yes, sir.
When you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some dough.
When you spot a John waiting out in the rain, chances are he's insane, as only a John can be for a Jane.
When you meet a gent paying all kinds of rent for a flat that could flatten a Taj Mahal,
call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money that the guy's only doing it for some dough. When you see a Joe saving half of his dough, make a bet that he's banking it for some dough.
When a bum buys wine like a bum can afford, it's a case that the bum is under the thumb of some little broad.
When the daisy slob takes a good steady job, and he smells from Vitalis and Barbasol,
call it hell, call it heaven, it's a promo 12 to 7, that the guy's only doing it for some dough.
When you see When you see a sport and his cash is run short, make a bet that he spent it all on some doll.
When a guy wears tails with a front gleaming white, who the hell do you think he's tickling pink on Saturday night?
When you see a mug lately out of the jug, and he's still lifting platinum folderol,
call it dumb, call it clever, oh but you can get odds forever that the guy's only doing it for some dough, some dough, some dough. The guy's only doing it for some dough.
Well, we finally lost him.
I do think you should have paid some attention to him.
Yes, he attended every one of our street meetings this morning. He must be interested in our work.
Very.
By the way, you spoke beautifully this morning, Sarah.
No, I can't reach these people. I should have never volunteered for this post. When I was going to convert Broadway all by myself, I was going to take these gamblers and have them just begging to come to the mission. General Cartwright.
Good morning, Sarah. Arvide?
Good morning, General.
We didn't know you were coming to town, General.
I got in early this morning. I spent the last hour trying to find you.
Oh, I'm sorry. We've been holding some extra street meetings, trying to stimulate more interest.
Morning, General.
Good morning. Sarah, there's something I've been wanting to talk to you about.
Won't you come inside, have some lunch with us?
No, I don't have time, dear. I have several other calls to make. Sarah, we at headquarters have come to a definite conclusion. We
We have decided to close this branch of the mission.
Oh no!
Close the mission.
But General, please, someone could do good here, even if I can't.
Sarah, we have so many other calls on us. So many other places where our help is really needed.
But we're doing much better now.
We've announced a big meeting for tomorrow night.
You've announced a big meeting? But will anybody come? Will anybody actually be here?
Pardon me, General, I couldn't help overhearing. My name is Sky Masterson, former sinner.
How do you do?
How do you do? I wish to protest the closing of this mission. I believe Miss Sarah can be a big success here.
I'm glad to hear you say that, but I'm not so certain.
$1 will get you 10.
What?
General, might I make a suggestion?
Yes?
Why don't you come along to the meeting tomorrow night and find out for yourself?
Well,
Don't you think that'd be a good idea?
If I thought the mission had a chance.
General, I personally guarantee you 12 genuine sinners.
Hallelujah!
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 You all got your red carnations? Remember, all right, you won't be let into the game if you ain't got your carnations. It's like a password, okay?
But where's the game?
I'll tell you in a minute. Nathan, is it all set? Can I tell the guys it's at the Biltmore garage?
Not yet. I gotta stall him for a while. The money ain't here yet.
Nathan, it's 11 o'clock. They won't wait around much longer.
So sue me. I left nicely at my hotel to wait for the money from Sky. It'll be there. Where's the dough?
It hasn't come yet.
I told you to wait for it.
I had to get some groceries. I felt a little faint.
Get back to the hotel and wait for the money from Sky, and don't come back here without it, even if you're starved to death.
Okay.
Where's the game, Detroit?
Hey, Harry the horse. How is everything in Brooklyn?
Detroit, if you do not have no place for your game, tell us, and we will seek elsewhere for entertainment.
Now take it easy, Harry.
I hope, Detroit, that you will not spoil our evening inasmuch as I happen to be entertaining a very prominent guest tonight. I think you might have heard of him. I'd like you to meet Big Jewel from Chicago.
How do you do, Big Jewel? Welcome to our fair city, in which, as you know, the heat is on, but just be patient and you will get a little action.
What do you say, Big Jewel? Should we stick around, or should we blow?
I came here to shoot crap. Let's shoot crap.
Nathan, if there is no crap game tonight, I am sure Big Jewel will be considerably displeased. And Big Jewel does not like to be displeased, as you may find out from those citizens who have at one time or another displeased him.
Why, Harry, you don't think I would be so rude as to displease a gentleman such as Big Jewel here? Big Jewel, believe me when I tell you that when Nathan Detroit organizes something, you can be sure of it that...
Well, an interesting gathering indeed. La creme de la society. That is the cream of society. Rusty Charlie, Liver Lips Louie, Society Max, Angie the Ox. Hey! Hey! All the way from Brooklyn, it's Harry the Horse! Fellas, why are you so quiet? You were hustling and bustling before I got in here. Is it me? You know, I'm starting to get the impression that y'all don't like the police. What's with the... Oh, that is adorable. You guys look like the male chorus from Blossom Time. May I? Lovely. So, what's the occasion?
It's a party.
Oh, indeed. What kind of a party?
Goodbye, girls. See you tomorrow.
It's a bachelor dinner. Nathan's getting married.
What?
That is correct, Lieutenant. It's a bachelor dinner. Nathan's
Yes.
getting married.
Yes, sir. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow.
Which nobody cannot deny.
Oh, Nathan, I'm so thrilled. Why didn't you tell me?
It was a surprise.
Oh, when I saw you standing here with all of these fine gentlemen, I never dreamed it was a bachelor dinner. I thought it was
It's a bachelor
It's a bachelor dinner.
Yes, sir, a bachelor dinner.
Just think, after 14 years, I'm finally going to become Mrs. Nathan Detroit. Time certainly does fly.
So, when's the big day, Nathan?
When will it be?
Oh, Nathan! These fine bums, gentlemen, were nice enough to throw you a bachelor dinner. You should at least tell them the wedding date.
Well, you know, we need time for our license and our blood test.
Gee, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could get married tomorrow night? Right after the show at the Hot Box?
Adelaide, we need time for a
You
license.
could elope.
What?
Well, you could drive down to Maryland. What's the name of that town?
Pimlico?
No, not Pimlico. No, Nathan. Elkton. That's it. They'll marry you right away. They don't ask you for a blood test.
Ain't that unhealthy?
That's a great idea, Nathan. Elope. I'll lend you my getaway car. My Buick.
Oh, Nathan, let's do it!
Well, what the hell?
My congratulations too, Nathan. Let's just hope there's nothing in heredity.
Oh, Nathan, I got so many things to do before we elope tomorrow night. You'll be at the Hot Box?
I'll be there dressed up in whatever you're eloping.
Oh, Nathan, I'm so happy! Oh, I ought to wire my mother. Only what'll I wire her?
Send a telegram and date it back.
Oh, I better wait until we have 5 children. It won't take us long.
Nathan, you are indeed a lucky fellow. A most beautiful doll indeed. Do you agree, Big Jewel?
Tell me, how long did you know the doll?
14 years.
Let's shoot crap.
Nathan, you'd better find a place.
How can I? The money from Sky, it ain't here yet.
Maybe it won't be here. Maybe he took the doll to Havana.
He couldn't have. She couldn't have gone. Could she?
The second oldest mission in Cuba. Well, come on.
Where to? Don't miss the dungeons where the prisoners were thrown to.
to the sharks.
Sounds like a million laughs.
Here is buried Christopher Columbus.
At least he's lying down. How about a drink?
A milkshake, please.
Dolce de leche.
These are delicious. What did you call them?
Dolce de leche.
Dolce de leche. What's in it? Besides milk.
Oh, sugar. And a kind of native flavoring.
What's the name of the flavoring?
Bacardi.
It's very good. I'll have another one.
Only enough to act as a preservative.
Well, you know, this will be a wonderful way to give milk to drink children.
Take it easy, Slugger. It's over, and you're still champ. Are you all right?
Am I all right? Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're cozy and clinging. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. On the way that we kiss tonight, that's the way I've just gotta behave. Boy, if I were a lamp, I'd light, and if I were a banner, I'd wave. Ask me, how do I feel? Little me with my quiet upbringing. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a gate, I'd be swinging. Or if I were a watch, I'd start pumping my spring.
chemistry.
Yeah, chemistry. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bridge, I'd be burning. Yes, I knew my morale would crack from the wonderful way that you looked. Boy, if I were a duck, I'd quack. And if I were a goose, I'd be cooked. Ask me how do I feel. Ask me now that we're fondly caressing. Pal, if I were a salad, I'd know I'd be splashing my dressing. Ask me how to describe this whole beautiful thing. Well, if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. Wonderful. Why don't we stay here for a few days and see how wonderful it's really like?
We better hurry if we want to catch the plane back to New York.
Well, I don't want to go back to New York.
I'm taking you back.
You're no gentleman.
Look, a doll like you shouldn't be mixed up with a guy like me. It's no good. I'm no good. You know why I took you to Havana? I made a bet. That's how you met me in the first place. I made a bet.
How else would a girl get to meet a gambler?
Come on.
No, no!
I gotta do what's best for you.
You talk just like a missionary. Thank you for bringing me back. I must have behaved very badly.
No, you were fine.
Oh, golly, I don't know how I'm gonna get home with all of this stuff. It was so nice of you to give it to me, girls. Oh, Sky, hello.
Oh, you Miss Adelaide.
Oh, fine, Sky, look. The girls surprised me with a kitchen shower. They went to all my drugstore and surprised me with utensils.
What vulgar jewelry.
That's wonderful, Adelaide. You know Miss Sarah?
How do you do?
Glad to meet you. You know, Sky, we're eloping tomorrow night right after the show at the Hot Box, Nathan and I.
Good luck.
Thank you, Sky. Oh, gee, I feel like a housewife already. I'm gonna love being in the kitchen. I've tried all the other rooms.
Miss Adelaide certainly seems happy.
She's in love.
Yeah, I guess so.
What time is it?
I don't know. 4 o'clock?
This is your time of day, isn't it? I've never been up this late before.
How do you like it?
It's so peaceful and wonderful.
You're finding out something I've known for quite a while. My time of day is the dark time, a couple of deals before dawn, when the street belongs to the cop and the janitor with the mop, and the grocery clerks are all gone, and the smell of the rain-washed pavement comes up clean and fresh and cold, and the street lamp light fills the gutter with gold. That's my time of day, my time of day, and you're the only doll I've ever wanted to share it with me. Obadiah.
Obadiah? What's that?
Obadiah Masterson. That's my real name. and you're the first person I've ever told it to. I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. Thought my heart was safe. Thought I knew the score. But this is wine that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song must pour. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
Good morning. We took your suggestion and stayed out all night last night. We spoke to a lot of students. Sarah, where have you been?
I've been to Cuba.
You're even more tired than I am.
What the hell is this?
Canasta! I'm losing 10 G's!
Someone must have tipped them off. You know, I've seen a lot of strange things in my time, but I've never seen a floating crap game going full-blown in a mission!
Crap game?
Sarah, you know I had nothing to do with this, don't you?
This wouldn't have happened if I hadn't... Never should have gone with you. It was wrong.
No, it wasn't. You went to help the mission.
Did I?
Will I see you again tomorrow?
Everyone is welcome at the mission.
That's not what I mean.
It's no good, Sky. You said it yourself. It's no good.
What do you mean? What the hell kind of doll are you anyway?
I'm a mission doll.
The feature number of the evening. The Hot Box proudly presents Miss Adelaide and her debutante.
bought me the first thing 5 winters ago, and the gown the following fall. Then the necklace, the bag, the gloves, and the hat. That was late 48, I recall. Then last night in his apartment, he tried to remove them all. And I said, as I ran down the hall, take back your mink, take back your pearls. What made you think that I was one of those girls? Take back the gown, the shoes, and the hat. I may be down, but I'm not flat as all that. I thought that each expensive gift you'd arranged was a token of your esteem. Now when I think of what you want in exchange, it all seems a horrible dream. Eek! So take back your mink to from whence it came, and tell them to Hollanderize it for some other day. Take back your mink, take back your pearls. What made you think that I was one of those girls? I'm screaming! Take back the gown, take back the hat. I may be down, but I'm not flat as all that. I thought that each expensive gift you'd arranged was a token of your esteem. But when I think of what you want in exchange, it all seems a horrible dream. Take back your mink, those old worn out pelts, and go shorten the sleeves for somebody else. Well, wouldn't you?
Are you with Mr. Detroit's party, sir?
Is he here?
No, Mr. Detroit hasn't been here all evening.
Bring me a Ryan soda.
Sky, have you seen Miss Adelaide?
Huh?
Miss Adelaide, I bring a message for her from Nathan. I wish Nathan would bring his own messages.
Oh, what's the message? Where is Nathan?
So, it's like this. Nathan's aunt in Pittsburgh was taken ill with
A rare tropical disease.
Yeah, that's not bad. Anyway, Nathan has to...
What's the message? Where is Nathan?
The crap game's still going on.
Since last night.
Big Jewel, being a large loser, does not wish the game to terminate. In fact, he is most insistent. So we find another place and the game goes on.
Where is the game?
Are you looking for some action?
Not at the moment. I would like to speak with some of the guys. You see, nicely, I gave a marker to, well, somebody. And I kind of like to clean it up before...
I'll meet you outside.
Well, what about Nathan's message?
Oh, Nathan's in Pittsburgh with a rare tropical ant. Goodbye.
What? Oh, I don't understand. But Sky, Nathan has to come here tonight. We're eloping to get married. Is it the crap game again?
You know Nathan. Does it surprise you?
But he promised to change.
Change. Why is it the minute you dolls got a guy that you like, you take him right in for alterations?
What about you men? Why can't you live like normal people do? In a home with wallpaper and bookends?
No, Miss Adelaide.
What do you mean, no?
Guys like Nathan Detroit and, Sky Masterson. We don't belong in a life like that. So when dolls get mixed up with guys like us, it's no good. No good. See you in a couple months.
Where are you going?
I don't know. Las Vegas, maybe. I got a ticket on the late plane.
Will you see Nathan before you go?
Maybe.
You can tell him I never want to see him again and then have him call me here.
Look, why don't you get another guy?
I can't. I love Nathan. Wait till you fall for somebody. You'll find out.
Yeah.
In other words, just from sitting alone at a table reserved for two, a person can develop the flu. You can bundle her up in her woolies, and I mean the warmest brand. You can give her sweaters and coats till it's more than her frame can stand. If she still gets the feeling she's naked by looking at her left hand, a person can develop the flu, 103.2, so much virus inside that her microscope slide looks like a day at the zoo. Just from wanting her memories in writing and a story her folks can be told, a person can develop a cold.
Not so fast, sir, not so fast. Look, suppose we don't have a big meeting tonight. Suppose nobody is there at all. We'll explain to the general.
We won't have to explain. He'll be very clear. I just want to get away from this place. Some place where...
Where the sinners are all respectable and well-behaved?
Well, you saw what happened last night. They gambled in our mission.
And soon they'll be praying there. Even a guy like Sky Masterson, he came seeking refuge.
He came seeking me. Did you know that?
Are you kidding? I knew that the minute he started picking on you. But I didn't know you were going to get stuck on him.
I'll get over it.
What do you want to get over it for? It isn't pneumonia.
Well, the man I love will not be a gambler.
But if you love him enough...
He will not be a gambler.
Sarah, dear, I've always taken care of you. All I want is for you to be happy.
Good evening, Miss Sarah. Well, Brother Abernathy, how goes it with the soul saving? Tonight's the big meeting, isn't it?
It's supposed to be, but the general's going to be there. She's expecting, very few people.
The general's a tough doll, eh?
Yeah, well, in fact, nobody at all.
I don't think Mr. Masterson is interested in our troubles, Grandfather. Come on, we've got to hurry.
Miss Sarah, you have forgotten something. But being a gambler, I never forget a thing like this. You still hold my marker for 12 sinners tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Masterson, but I'd rather you forgot about it.
I cannot welch a marker.
Mr. Masterson, last night the mission was filled with your friends. Let us say we're even.
If you don't pay off on that marker, I'll tell the whole town you're a dirty welcher.
Isley, where's the crap game?
It's about a 10-minute walk from here.
Which way?
This way.
Wait a minute, where are you all going? I came here to shoot crap.
We've had enough. Yeah, come on. You see, Big Jewel, the fellas are pretty, fatigued from weariness. Haven't been shooting crap quite a while now. Namely, 24 hours.
I do not care who is tired. I am out 25 G's so nobody leaves.
Gentlemen, I begin to see the logic of Big Jewel. It is not that Big Jewel is a sore loser. It is merely that he prefers to win.
Give me the dice. I'm shooting 500.
Take 200. I'm half dead. If you do not shut up, Big Jewel will arrange the other half.
Ha!
And it's a 1 and a 1. Snake eyes, you lose. And $50 for the house, but the dice are still yours and your luck is
Shut up! Another 5.
Take 200 more.
And here comes that big lucky roll. And it's snake eyes again.
Tough luck, Big Jewel.
Well, that cleans me. But I ain't through yet. I will now play on credit.
You see, Big Jewel, that the fellas are pretty tired. Of course, me personally, I am as fresh as a daisy, but...
Then I will play with you.
Me?
Yeah, you. You've been raking down out of every pot. You must have by now quite a bundle.
Oh, well, being I assume the risk, it is only fair that I assume some dough.
Detroit, I'm gonna roll you willy or nilly. If I lose, I will give you my marker.
And if I lose?
You'll give him cash.
Let me hear it from Big
You
Jewel.
will give me cash.
Now I heard it.
Here is my marker. Put up your dough. Is anything wrong?
No. I owe you $1,000 signed X. How is it that you can write 1,000, but you cannot write your own signature?
I was good in arithmetic, but I stunk in English.
Here, this will put you through Harvard.
I'm rolling 1,000, and to change my luck, I will use my own dice.
Your own dice?
I had them made for me especially in Chicago.
Oh, Big Jewel, you cannot interpolate Chicago dice into a New York crap game.
Yeah, that's a breach of etiquette. Show me where it says that in Emily Post.
Now, not that I wish to seem petty, but could I have a look at these dice? But these dice, they ain't got no spots on them. They're blank.
I had the spots taken off for luck. But I remember where the spots formerly were.
So you are gonna roll blank dice and call them from remembering where the spots formerly was?
Why not?
I see no reason.
Ha! A 10. I win.
Well, I still got a chance.
10Z, come again, Z.
I wish he'd fall down on his NZ.
Ha! A 10.
A 10?
6 and a 4.
Well, which is the 6 and which is the 4?
Either way. Now, I'm shooting 2,000.
I just remembered. I'm eloping tonight. I gotta meet Adelaide at the Hot Box.
Get up the 2,000.
How about letting some of the other guys in on the action?
After I'm through with you. 2,000. A 7. I win.
What a surprise.
Detroit, I think I'll take it easy this time.
What do you mean?
I'm shooting for $1.
I'll take all of it.
And how do you like that? Snake eyes, I lose.
For this, I have got to bend down.
Detroit, now I'm gonna give you a chance. I'm gonna roll you for 3,000.
3 G's?
3 G's. Put it down there.
Wouldn't it be more convenient if I put it right into your pocket?
Get it up. Ha! 11. I win.
Well, that cleans me.
I will now play with you guys.
Wait a minute. You gotta give me a chance to get even. I will roll you, but with my dice.
All right, Detroit, that's fair. But what are you gonna use for money?
I will give you my marker.
And you want Big Jewel to put up cash?
Nathan done it!
Sure, I done it.
Take it easy, Nathan.
What kind of a deal is this anyway? Him with his no spots dice? Somebody ought to knock the spots off of him.
Nathan. Don't make Big Jewel have to do something to you.
Yeah, I'm on my vacation.
Go ahead. Shoot me. Put me in cement. At least then I would know where I am. Down here, I risk my neck to set up a crap game. I even agreed to get married on account of it. And where do I end up? Broke in a sewer. So believe me, my tough friend from Chicago, there is nothing you can do to me that would not cheer me up.
Here they are.
Well,
Good evening, gentlemen.
fresh blood. Are you looking for some action?
Not at the moment. I would like to talk to some of you guys.
We ain't talking. We're shooting crap.
I am asking for only 1 minute.
We are shooting crap.
It has to do with Miss Sarah Brown's mission.
Say, who is this guy?
It's the fellow I was telling you about. Took the mission ball to Havana.
Oh, I get it. Look, fella, why don't you just go back to your praying tomato? You're slowing up the action around here.
What action? Would you care to make a small wager on a proposition?
What's the proposition?
Am I right-handed or left-handed?
Now, how am I meant to know a thing like that?
I'll give you a clue.
Hey! Oh!
I'll return this to Sears Roebuck.
Look, you guys. Tonight in Miss Sarah Brown's mission at 409 West 49th Street, they're holding a midnight prayer meeting. And I promised I would deliver them some sinners. Let's be honest, when it comes to sinning, most of you guys are pretty high up among the paint cards.
I don't want to waste no evening in a hallelujah joint.
If you won't do it as a favor to me, do it as a favor to yourselves. I guarantee you the air in the mission smells cleaner than down here. And I don't think it would hurt you guys to learn something else besides the odds on making a four the hard way.
You've been reading the Bible too much.
What's wrong with the Bible? Maybe it don't read as lively as a scratch sheet, but it is at least twice as accurate. Well, I tried. See you around, Nathan.
Oh, Sky, about the Havana business, I regret I temporarily do not have the 1,000 with which to pay you.
You don't have to pay me. You won.
But I thought you took Miss Sarah to Havana.
Well, you thought wrong.
Come on, Big Jew, get up. I now have the dough to roll you again, but with my dice.
Nothing doing. With those dice, he cannot make it past to save his soul.
What did you say?
I said, with them dice, he cannot make it past to save his soul.
Well, maybe I can make a pass to save his, and yours, and his. I'm going to roll the dice. I will bet each of you $1,000 against your souls. 1,000 cash against a marker for your souls. If I win, you guys all show up at the mission tonight. Is it okay?
let me get this. If you lose, we each get $1,000. But if you win, we have to show up at the Mission Dolls Cabaret.
If I win, you show up at the Save a Soul mission. One meeting.
Okay by me?
By me too.
You too, Nathan. $1,000 against your soul.
Me? I don't even know if I got one.
You got one someplace.
How do you spell soul?
S-O.
All right. Give me the dice. Give me room.
Come on, quit stalling, roll. What's the matter, Sky? Turning chicken?
You've seen me roll for 100 G's. But I got a little more than dough riding on this one. They call you Lady Luck, but there is room for doubt. At times you have a very unladylike way of running out. You're on this date with me. The pickings have been lush. And yet, before this evening is over, you might give me the brush. You might forget your manners. You might refuse to stay. And so the best that I can do is pray. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck, let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you've treated all the guys you've been with. Luck be a lady with me. A lady doesn't leave her escort. It isn't fair, it isn't nice. A lady doesn't wander all over the room and blow on some other guy's dice. So let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the fella you came in with. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck, let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you've treated all the guys you've been with. Luck be a lady with me. A lady wouldn't flirt with strangers. She'd have a heart, she'd have a soul. A lady wouldn't make little snake eyes at me when I've got my life on this roll. So let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the fella you came in with. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady tonight.
Meeting.
Big Jewel, you gave your marker, and if you welch, it'll cause me no little embarrassment.
But
I'm sure you do not want me to be embarrassed.
But if it ever gets back to Chicago that I went to a prayer meeting, no decent person will talk to me.
Adelaide?
Oh, what a coincidence.
Adelaide, did nicely explain to you about last night. I hope you ain't sore about it.
Please, let us not have a vulgar scene. Besides, we are both civilized people. We do not need to conduct ourselves like a slob.
Adelaide, what is this? You are my doll.
Your doll? Please, if that were not so amusing, one could laugh at it.
Adelaide, sweetheart, baby, how can you carry on like this over one lousy elopement?
It's no use, Nathan. I have succeeded in you not being able to upset me no more. I've gotten you completely out of my... Oh, Nathan!
Adelaide, baby, don't ever do that to me again. We're gonna get married. We're gonna have a home, a little white house with a green fence, just like the Whitney colors.
Oh, Nathan, we gotta do it soon. Our mother's been asking a lot of questions, and, well, she put in a letter for you, too.
A letter for me? From your mother? Dear son Nathan, this is my first letter to you. Although you have now been married to my daughter for 12 years. But I feel like I know you from Adelaide's letters. And in my mind's eye, I can see you as you go down to work each morning at 7. What a responsibility it must be to be the assistant manager of an A&P. I'm not even the manager.
Oh, I was going to promote you for Christmas.
I know how hard you have to work to take care of your family. Adelaide and the 5 children and the one that's on the way. Don't she know I can't have 6 kids on what they pay me at the A&P? I am proud to have you as a son-in-law, and I know you will always take care of Adelaide. I feel like a heel.
Oh, Nathan, we can still make everything all right. Look, it's only 5 minutes to midnight. We can still get time to get married.
Okay, Adelaide. No, I can't.
Oh, why not?
Come on, Nathan, we're gonna be late, okay?
Come on.
Because, well, I gotta go to a prayer meeting.
Nathan, this is the biggest lie you ever told me!
But I promise you it's true!
You promised me this, you promised me that, you promised me everything under the sun, and you give me a kiss and you grab in your hand and you're off to the races again. When I think of the time gone by, and I think of the way I tried, I could honestly die.
Call a lawyer and sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me. Go ahead, hate me.
The best years of my life I was a fool to give to you.
Already, I'm just an old good Nick. Alright, already, it's true, so new, so sue me, what can you do me? I love
you. Gamble it here, you gamble it there, you gamble on everything all except me, and I'm sick of you keeping me up in the answer, you're back in the money again. When I think of the time gone by, and I think of the way I tried, I could honestly die.
Serve a paper and sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me. Go ahead, hate me.
When you wind up in jail, don't come to me to bail you out.
Already, so call a policeman. Alright, already, it's true, so new, so sue me, what can you do me? I love...
Oh, you're running again, you're running the game. I'm not gonna play second fiddle to that, and I'm sick and I'm tired of stalling you around, and I'm telling you now that we're through, but I think of the time gone I could honestly die.
Sue me, shoot bullets through me. I love you.
It is now several minutes past midnight. Isn't anyone coming? Sergeant Sarah, something is very wrong.
Maybe your watch is fast.
General, I know what's wrong. I'm wrong. I failed. I've spoken to these people day after day, and my words haven't reached them. Oh, I think you'd better...
Frying tomato.
Welcome, gentlemen, welcome.
Everybody here? Where's Nathan Detroit?
Present.
Miss Sarah, here you are. A dozen or more assorted sinners. I'm sorry you didn't have time to clean them up.
Well, won't you gentlemen sit down?
Sit down, all of you.
We welcome you gentlemen to the Save Us All mission.
Now, just a minute, you guys. This is a mission, not Roseland. And I do not expect you to indulge in any unpleasantness. Since I am required to depart for points west tonight, I'm appointing Nathan Detroit Major Domo in my place. Nathan, anybody who does not conduct himself according to Hoyle will answer to Sky Masterson personally. And that means in person.
What a remarkable young man.
So remember that, you guys. Brother Abernathy, your dice.
Gentlemen, we are honored tonight. This meeting is being held by the head of our organization, General Cartwright.
It is wonderful to see our mission graced by the presence of so many dirty, evil-looking sinners. Now, who would like to start the ball rolling by giving testimony?
Benny, give testimony.
I ain't no stool pigeon.
Come, brothers. I know it is difficult, but let one of you give testimony to the sin that is in his heart.
Benny, tell him what a bum you are.
All right. I used to be a bad guy. And a gambler. But I ain't gonna do it no more, thank you.
There! Don't you feel better now?
I'm all right.
Anyone else?
Big Joe.
Well, I used to be bad when I was a kid. But ever since then, I've gone straight. As I can prove by my record, 33 arrests and no convictions.
Anyone else?
Harry.
Oh, no.
Harry the horse.
All right. So, like when Sky was rolling us for our souls,
I beg your pardon?
Sky Masterson, he rolled us each $1,000 against our souls. That's why we're here.
I don't think I understand.
I do, General. He means that they're only here because Miss Masterson won them in a dice game.
How wonderful! This whole meeting, the result of gambling, it truly shows how good can come out of evil. Sergeant Sarah, you have done remarkable work.
Hasn't she, though?
Thank you.
Hey, I ain't finished my testimony. So like when Sky rolled us, I wished I would win the money instead of having to come here. But now that I'm here, I still wish it.
Anyone else?
We will now hear testimony from Brother Nicely Johnson. Brother Nicely Johnson.
Get up, you fat water buffalo.
Well, it happened to be kind of funny, like a dream. That's it, a dream.
Tell us, in your own words.
I dreamed last night I was on the boat to heaven, and by some chance I had brought my dice along, and there I stood, and I hollered, someone feed me, but the passengers, they knew right from wrong. For the people have said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. People have said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under by the sharp lapel of your checkered coat. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. I sailed away on that little boat to heaven, and by some chance found a bottle in my fist, and there I stood, nicely passing out the whiskey. But the passengers were bound to resist. For I said to myself, beware, you're on a heavenly trip. The people are said, beware, you're on a heavenly trip. And the devil will drag you under by the sharp lapel of your checkered coat. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. And as I laughed at those passengers to heaven, a great big wave came and washed me overboard. And as I sank, and I hollered, someone save me, that's the moment I woke up, thank the Lord. And I said to myself, sit down, you're rocking the boat. I said to myself, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under, the soul so heavy you'll never float. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking, you're rocking the boat. Sit down.
Anything we can do for you, Brother Brannigan? Perhaps you would care to testify.
Yeah. I'll do my testifying in court, where I will testify that you, and all of you no good, evil, son of a gun, godforsaken sinners were running a crap game in this very mission last night. Breathe, Branny. Breathe. Miss Sarah, you saw all of them as they were running out. You saw their ugly faces. And these the fellows to whom those ugly faces belong.
I've never seen them before in my life.
They're the right broad.
If you would excuse us, officer, we'd like to get back on with our meeting.
I've never seen so many crap shooters in a mission before. Perhaps that's what they mean by holy rollers.
I do have a confession to make. And I've got to get this off my chest. We did shoot crap in here last night, and we're all sorry about it.
I'm really sorry.
But I did another terrible thing. I bet a certain guy that he could not take a certain doll to Havana. And this, I should not have done. Although it did no harm, as I won the bet.
You won the bet?
Sure, the guy told me he did not take the doll on the trip, and And that makes me feel a lot better.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah! Gentlemen, we will now sing number 244, Follow the Folds.
Oh, hello.
Good evening.
I'm Adelaide, the well-known fiancée.
Oh, yes. When are you getting married?
The 12th of never.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't even get close enough to a church to be left at it. Gee, what'll I ever tell my mother?
Well, your mother will understand. Just tell her your engagement is broken.
I'm afraid that might confuse her. Maybe I'll tell her Nathan is dead and then see to it.
You mustn't carry hate in your heart, Miss Adelaide. Try to be forgiving and understanding, and the pain will go away. Well, in the Bible, it tells us in Isaiah.
Oh, you got a boyfriend named Isaiah, huh?
Isaiah was an ancient prophet.
Don't tell me. Nobody cries like that over an old guy. Whoever it is, you got it bad. You know, when I saw you with Sky Masterson the other night... Oh, no, not Sky! You're not in love with Sky, are you?
Oh, you poor thing. I thought I hated him.
Oh, I thought I hated Nathan. I still think I hate him. That's love.
Adelaide, can't men like Sky ever change?
You know, for 14 years I've tried to change Nathan. I've always thought about how wonderful he would be if he were different.
I've thought about Sky that way too.
I've sat and pictured him by the hour. Nathan, my Nathan, in a little home in the country, happy. Gee, wouldn't it be wonderful?
Wouldn't it? If only Sky.
But they just can't change.
A little while ago at our prayer meeting, there were a lot of gamblers who acted as though maybe they could change.
Yes, but that doesn't mean gamblers. At your prayer meeting?
Yes.
Was Nathan Detroit there?
I'm sure I heard that name.
Yeah, a cute little fellow with a nice face.
I think so.
How do you like that rat? Just when he's supposed to be lying, he's telling the truth. You know, I'm glad I'm through with Nathan. And you ought to be glad you're through with Sky, too.
I am.
What, are we crazy or something? At Warner, Makers and Saks and Klein's a lesson I've been taught. You can't get alterations on a dress you haven't bought.
At any vegetable market from Borneo to Nome, you mustn't squeeze a melon till you get the melon home.
You've simply got to gamble.
You get no guarantee.
Now, doesn't that kind of apply to you and I?
You and me.
Why not?
Why not what?
Marry the man today, trouble though he may be. much as he likes to play. Crazy and wild and free, marry the man today. Rather than sigh in sorrow, marry the man today and change his ways tomorrow.
Marry the man today.
Marry the man today.
Maybe he's leaving town.
Maybe he's leaving town.
Don't let him get away.
Don't let him get away.
Hurry and track him down.
Counterattack him and marry the man today. Give him the girlish laughter.
Give him your hand today and save the fist for after.
Slowly introduce him to the better things. Respectable, conservative, and clean.
Reader's Digest.
Guy Lombardo. And gently marry the man today and train him subsequently.
Carefully expose him to domestic life. And if he ever tries to stray from you, have a pot roast,
have a headache,
have a baby,
have 2 stop! Marry the man today. Rather than sigh in sorrow, marry the man today and change his ways, change his ways.
Listen, give me a late paper.
Nathan, close up the newsstand! We're getting married!
Just a minute, honey. I'm waiting on the lieutenant.
Look, is this wedding happening or ain't it? I paid $50 for this, mesenthiorum.
Nathan, come on!
Gee, Adelaide, you picked the busiest time of the day.
Let's go. Where's the wedding?
Holy smoke!
What's the matter?
I didn't get a place for the wedding.
Oh, Nathan.
You know there's a Biltmore garage.
Brothers and sisters, life is one big crap game and the devil is using loaded dice.
Did somebody say crap game?
Brother Masterson?
Yes, Brother Detroit.
Would it be okay if we got married at your mission? Adelaide and I?
Of course. I married Brother Masterson and Sister Sarah here. Happy to do the same for you.
Congratulations, Nathan. I'll lay you 8 to 5. You'll be very happy.
What Obadiah means is...
Obadiah!
He wishes you every happiness, and so do I.
Thank you. I know Nathan and I will be very happy. We're going to have a little place in the country, and Nathan will be sitting there beside me every single night.
Achoo!
When you see a guy